Yeah, I'm thinking too much right now. We take Spain away.
Hmm?
It was a little bit hard card.
I think that's a good choice.
What's the instruction for the scene? Is there one? I mean, are there...
Sorry, I threw it away. Finally stand up. Standing up. Standing up may have outsiders. It says.
Standing up.
Oh, that's your new card. Okay. Wait, I'm confused.
No.
What does
No.
it mean?
Standing up is the prompt for the conversation.
Oh, I see. Okay. Huh.
I don't get that. But in the conversation, explore feelings about the decree.
That's what I wanted to know.
Finally. Yeah.
Explored our feelings about the decree. Is that what it says?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, can it? So you basically, since I take this, as I understand it, just to check. So the people that will discuss about this will discuss how they feel about the word spinners, and maybe that it is why we don't use it anymore. It doesn't have the same impact or so on.
I think that we're supposed to, if I'm understanding correctly, decree means that somebody in the isolation has said you can't say spinners anymore.
Yeah.
And it's been almost officially laid down or socially reinforced very strongly. That has already happened. And so now, and we don't know who yet, we don't know how it came about or anything, but as players yet. But in this conversation, we will play our characters' opinions about that new social situation. Somebody might say, this is terrible. How could we not talk about the spinners anymore? Somebody could say, that was great. We need to leave that behind.
Yeah.
I mean, anything. And we can discover in the conversation who did it and if we want to.
That isn't even necessary, but that could be part of it.
Right, I'm saying any content, we can see what people say. Max, does that make more sense?
I think so. I believe I understand. Do we have any volunteers?
I'm volunteering.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else?
I'm alone.
and
then I can play the outsider.
The outsider question. Do you want or not want an outsider in there?
I don't see a reason to have an outsider, so I
good.
I don't want to put out a new character from willy-nilly. So I'm going to skip that.
That's fine.
I think me and Ola will be in the scene, but we need a third party. So
because
what?
I think
why?
I think I feel like 3 is a good number.
Numbers magic.
Yeah, it's me and 3. I think Ron understands it is better than me, so I think you should also be here. Is it okay?
Sure. No, I have no choice. You have drafted me, so in I go.
For me, you have a choice. Always a choice.
Where are we?
Yeah. Ola, you seem so motivated. Why don't you tell us where we are?
I'm actually not motivated by that because I had an idea, but I am not thought about the place. When I'm thinking about the place, it's more or less maybe it's somewhere. I mean, we are old now, right? I mean, we're older.
Correct. Yeah.
At least this is like 10 years since the last scene where I bought a house,
right,
and stuff like that. So I'm when I view my character now compared to the beginning, I feel that I'm not the like the cool cat anymore. Not there. So maybe we're not in the place where everybody's at, and in the music hall and being the center of all attention. We're maybe like just walking around in the streets, not being really part of any. I mean, not being feeling part of the community at all.
Oh,
Feeling more
Right, but we just need a place. We don't need our psychology.
but man, no. But I'm like,
Hmm.
so you have to help me. So you have to like this is
Okay, so if we're on a street
the
somewhere,
best I can come up with.
if
Yeah.
if I hear you saying we're on a street somewhere, I like the idea that it's active. There's some sort of business or traffic or social activity. Maybe there's a factory and sparks are flying or something like that. And people are busy. They have things to do, and we are uh, the three of us. Is that right? There are three of
You
us
disappear.
or two.
3.
Three.
no,
So
we see.
okay. In that case, oh, okay. I just think that it is a street corner next to this industrial area where there's lots of traffic and lots of activity, and that we are able to stop and stand in an area like a little park or a place where it's okay to stop and stand and look around. It's not strange. We won't be on a sidewalk being battered by people. We can actually stop in this area. I'm having a little trouble visualizing it culturally, but that's why I said maybe like a
May I
park.
help out?
Yeah.
Kind of I don't really know what to call it in English, but the corner that is clipped off to give a little space where you can have a water pump, for example.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What's
So
it called in German?
I've lost that right now. So
Okay.
I'm really bad at spontaneously translating. So, but the thing is, there are corners in the city where there would be a pump and a tree to give some shadow.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you have a house that isn't like this, but it has this extra corner. So it's
Right.
like
Right.
this,
Mm-hmm.
and you have this little space that's barely 30, 40 quarter meters, maybe.
That sounds
But
perfect. That sounds absolutely
during
perfect.
daytime, there wouldn't be many people around to fetch water, for example. So it would be pretty quiet.
Okay. That sounds absolutely perfect.
Something.
So are we all three there and having a conversation?
We must be,
Yes.
I suppose. So
Yeah. And do we start?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, think so.
Okay. Have you heard? You know the new guys that seem to think that they are in charge. They told us to stop saying spinners.
Well, they've forgotten all those things. Maybe it's best for everybody to forget them. I mean, those bastards were always the worst thing. I'll reminisce about some anecdote about the spinners that you have all heard and perhaps participated in years ago.
Yeah, most of them are dead. I agree, but they have they're some of them are part of the trousers now, and but still I think I'm feeling really that we I'm lacking. I want to point finger at someone and like really feel that those are the bad ones. And who are the bad ones now? I don't get it. I'm probably a bit
it's years and years and years, and the one thing you are not is silent whenever it comes time for complaining. So I am,
you figure that out now.
right. So yeah, it's nothing has really changed, right, G? I mean, we still do everything we do. Time moves on.
Well, with time comes change. Now the spinners aren't here anymore, but they are part of us. And some people don't like that we call them spinners because it's a bad word for them.
Or
and they
it's
know
a
that.
Conspiracy.
Some.
Yeah, I know. The two of us, Max, G and I will look at each other like, there he goes. There he goes.
And I continue drinking now. I
take the flask, man. No. You have an alcohol problem. No.
Well, there's no problem with alcohol. The only problem is if you don't get it. Yes.
I will retrieve the flask and I will sniff it.
Yeah.
And I will give you a very stern look, and get the flask out of there. I'm not even going to tell you what I'm smelling there, but let's just say there's more in there than alcohol.
All right, it's loud, I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Ye will say that. What was I going to say? Those people that were spinners before have come to us now. They are a part of us, and they want to be a part. As long as we call them spinners, they are not a part of us.
Exactly.
And we have to make them one of us, and one of those ways to do it is to call them trousers.
But
come on, Sir Silent. Can't you see that we've won? We've won.
No one's winning in this game. I think mumble, brumble, drink, mumble.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, I love it. Helma, there you go.
I think that was a good. You don't have to listen to me, but I think that was a good point to break it, because how is this going to get any better?
Mm-hmm. I just love Sir Silent when he gets going. He's a wonderful wet blanket. Yeah.
Yes. All emotions.
He does not like when Sir Silent is silent.
I got a really good impression of every character in this scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really good. I don't think you needed more.
Oh, I'm imagining them like, here's my picture, right? And I'm imagining the gray hair and everything, the nicer clothes and things like that. So, yeah.
I think I'm not very much of the mysterious gentleman that I used to be.
Right.
You did now perfectly
the
fine.
pottering old fellow in the nice house. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think my character has grown a little old, a little impatient with Sir Silence. I'm not sure if he's impatient all the time now, but a little bit impatient.
He always had a mean streak, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, if you want to continue until you have a street fight, just go ahead.
It's a great place to. I completely agree.
Turn.
Great place to cut. Let's zip along.